In a distant future, the galaxy was filled with various alien species, each with its own unique worlds and cultures. Among them was the Council of Worlds, a powerful group that monitored the safety of different planets. They had kept a close watch on humanity for centuries, fascinated by how humans had thrived on Earth. But recently, something strange happened. Human colonies in space began to disappear one by one. The leaders of the council were troubled. They held a meeting in their grand hall, a place filled with glowing lights and holographic displays. The room was buzzing with concern as representatives from various alien races discussed the fate of humanity. "Why have the humans vanished from the stars?" asked Zalora, a tall alien with shimmering blue skin and large, curious eyes. They were once explorers, pushing the boundaries of space. Now they seemed to have gone silent. "Perhaps they faced a disaster," suggested Grithor, a bulky alien with rough green skin. "Or maybe they chose to return to their home planet. Earth is still rich in resources. Whatever the reason, we must find out," said the council leader, a wise alien named Eldrin. "If humanity has faced danger, they might need our help. We cannot let their disappearance go unanswered." After much discussion, the council decided to send an envoy to Earth. A small team of skilled aliens would travel to the planet and uncover the truth behind humanity's survival. The group consisted of Zalora, Grithor, and 2 other trusted members of the council. They prepared their ship for the journey, filled with excitement and uncertainty. As they approached Earth, the team gazed out at the vibrant blue planet. From space, it looked alive with swirling clouds and shining oceans. But as they descended into the atmosphere, they noticed something strange. There were no signs of the bustling cities they had seen in old records. Instead, vast green forests and mountains dominated the landscape. The ship landed softly in a clearing surrounded by trees. The aliens stepped out, scanning their surroundings with curiosity. The air was fresh, filled with the sounds of nature. They expected to find ruins, but everything appeared untouched. "Where are the humans?" Grithor asked, puzzled. "This place looks abandoned." "Let's explore," Zalora suggested. "Maybe we will find clues about their survival." As they ventured deeper into the forest, they stumbled upon a clearing where they saw something surprising. A group of humans was gathered around a large fire, cooking food and laughing. The aliens watched from the trees, feeling a mix of relief and wonder. The humans looked different from the images they had seen. They wore simple clothes made from natural materials and seemed to be living off the land. The aliens observed how the humans worked together, sharing food and stories, their faces bright with joy. Suddenly, one human noticed the aliens. He shouted to the others, pointing in their direction. The humans turned, eyes wide with surprise. Zalora and Grithor stepped forward, showing they meant no harm. "Greetings," Zalora called out. "We come in peace. We are from the Council of Worlds, seeking answers about your survival." The humans exchanged glances, a mix of fear and curiosity in their eyes. A young woman stepped forward, her long hair flowing in the breeze. "Who are you? What do you want?" she asked, her voice steady but cautious. "We want to understand how you have survived on Earth while your colonies in space have vanished," Grithor explained. "The Council is concerned for your safety." The woman hesitated but then nodded. "Come, sit with us. We can share our story." She led them to the fire, where the warmth enveloped the aliens. As they sat down, the humans began to tell their tale. They spoke of the challenges they had faced, natural disasters, wars, and diseases. But through it all, they had come together, finding strength in their unity. They had chosen to focus on Earth, nurturing their planet and learning to live with it rather than conquer it. Zalora and Grithor listened intently, realizing that humanity's survival was not just a tale of technology and strength, but one of hope and resilience. The aliens felt a deep respect for these humans who had turned their challenges into triumphs. As the sun set, casting a golden glow over the clearing, the aliens knew they had found the answers they sought. But little did they know that their journey had only just begun. And the truth about humanity would reveal much more than they expected. The sun rose over Earth, painting the sky with shades of orange and pink. Zalora, Grithor, and the other aliens awoke to the sound of birds chirping and leaves rustling in the gentle breeze. They had spent the night around the campfire, listening to the humans share their stories. The warmth of the fire and the laughter of their new companions filled them with a sense of peace. After breakfast, the humans invited the alien team to explore their home. The young woman, who had introduced herself as Lyra, led the way. "Follow me," she said, her eyes shining with excitement. "You're going to love what we've done with Earth." As they walked through the forest, the aliens marveled at the beauty surrounding them. Tall trees towered above, their leaves glistening in the sunlight. Flowers bloomed in every color imaginable, filling the air with sweet scents. The Earth felt alive, and the aliens could sense the energy of the planet. Lyra explained how humans had learned to live in harmony with nature. "After the wars and disasters, we realized we had to change," she said. "We started working together to heal the planet. We grow our own food and take care of the forests. Every day we strive to make things better." Zalora and Grithor exchanged glances, impressed by the humans' determination. They followed Lyra as she led them to a clearing filled with lush gardens. Rows of vegetables, fruits, and herbs grew in neat patterns. "This is our community farm," Lyra said proudly. "We share everything we grow." The aliens observed how the humans worked together in the fields. Some were planting seeds while others were harvesting crops. Laughter filled the air as children played nearby, their joyful voices echoing through the trees. Zalora felt a warm sensation in her heart. "This is truly amazing," she said. "You have created a paradise here." As they continued their tour, Lyra took them to an old, abandoned city. The buildings were covered in vines and moss, nature reclaiming what once belonged to it. "This used to be a busy place," she explained. "But when the world changed, many people left. We chose to come back and rebuild. Now we use these buildings for storage and community gatherings." The aliens wandered through the ruins, touching the walls and feeling the history. They could imagine the bustling streets filled with humans, their laughter and chatter ringing in the air. Grithor turned to Lyra. "How did you adapt so quickly? What made you decide to return?" Lyra smiled. "We realized that we needed to learn from our past mistakes. We decided to focus on what truly matters: family, community, and nature. It was not easy, but we worked together, sharing ideas and skills." They soon arrived at a beautiful river that sparkled in the sunlight. The water was clear and cool, flowing gently over smooth stones. "This is where we gather to relax and connect with each other," Lyra said. The aliens watched as humans laughed and splashed in the water, enjoying the simple pleasures of life. Zalora felt a sense of wonder. "You have found a balance with your world," she said. "This is something many other species can learn from." As the day continued, the aliens joined the humans in various activities. They helped plant seeds in the garden, played games with the children, and shared stories of their own worlds. The bonds between them grew stronger, and the aliens began to understand the depth of human resilience. As the sun began to set, painting the sky with vibrant colors once more, Lyra gathered everyone around the riverbank. "Thank you for joining us today," she said, her voice filled with warmth. "We hope you see how important our connection to Earth is." Zalora and Grithor felt grateful for the opportunity to witness this side of humanity. They had come to find answers, but they were leaving with so much more: a sense of hope, a deeper understanding of life, and a desire to protect this incredible planet. As night fell, the stars twinkled brightly above, and the aliens realized that their journey on Earth had only just begun. They were eager to learn more about humanity and the astonishing truth behind their survival. The following day, the sun rose over the forest, casting golden rays through the trees. Zalora, Grithor, and their alien companions felt excited as they prepared for another day with the humans. They had spent the last 2 days learning about Earth, but they knew there was much more to discover. The bond between them had grown, and the aliens were eager to hear more stories from their human friends. After breakfast, Lyra gathered the humans around the fire. "Today, we have special guests," she announced, smiling at the aliens. "Let's share our stories and learn more about each other." The humans nodded, their eyes filled with curiosity and excitement. Zalora stepped forward, her voice calm and steady. "We come from a distant galaxy and want to understand your survival. We have seen many worlds, but Earth is unique. Please tell us about your experiences." Lyra nodded and began. "My people faced many challenges. After the wars and the pollution, we realized we had to change our ways. We returned to Earth to heal it and ourselves. At first, it was difficult. We struggled to adapt to our new lives. Many people were scared and lost. A young man named Jackson spoke up. "I remember when we first came back. I was just a kid and I was terrified. I didn't know how we would survive. But then we started to work together. We shared our knowledge and skills, and slowly things began to improve. Grithor listened intently, fascinated by the stories. "How did you find the strength to keep going?" he asked. Many species would have given up. Lyra replied, "It was our love for each other and our home that kept us going. We realized that when we work together, we can overcome anything. We learned to trust one another, and that made all the difference." Zalora felt moved by their words. "It seems you have a strong sense of community. In our galaxy, we see many worlds where trust is rare. People often act alone, and that leads to conflict." Another human, an older woman named Maria, added, "We learned that our differences make us stronger. We all have unique talents, and when we combine them, we create something beautiful. Our strength lies in our diversity." As they shared their stories, the aliens began to understand the depth of human experience. Each person had faced their own battles, but together, they had forged a new path. The stories of loss, hope, and resilience touched their hearts. Suddenly, a commotion erupted from the edge of the clearing. A group of humans was running toward them, shouting and laughing. They were carrying colorful handmade decorations, ready for a celebration. "We're having a festival tonight," one of the children yelled. "Come and join us!" Lyra's eyes sparkled with excitement. "This is our way of celebrating life and our bond with the Earth. You must see it!" The aliens followed as the humans led them to a large open space surrounded by trees. The area was filled with vibrant colors, hanging lanterns, banners, and flowers. The air buzzed with energy as the humans set up for the festival. Zalora and Grithor watched in awe as everyone worked together, their laughter ringing through the trees. As night fell, the sky filled with stars. The humans lit a huge bonfire in the center of the clearing. They danced and sang, their voices echoing in the cool night air. Zalora and Grithor joined in, learning the dances and songs. The joy of the celebration was infectious, and the aliens found themselves smiling and laughing alongside their new friends. When the fire crackled and the music slowed, Lyra stood up to speak. "Tonight we celebrate not just our survival, but our connection. We are all different, but we are all part of this beautiful planet." Zalora felt a deep sense of gratitude. "You have shown us that survival is not just about living, it is about thriving together. Your spirit is truly remarkable." As the night went on, stories were shared, friendships deepened, and the bond between humans and aliens grew stronger. Zalora and Grithor realized that they had come to Earth seeking answers, but what they found was a community that embraced hope and resilience. They knew that this was just the beginning of their journey, and they were eager to learn more about the astonishing truth behind human survival. The morning after the festival, the air felt heavy with a sense of urgency. Zalora, Grithor, and their alien companions gathered with the humans by the river. Lyra's expression was serious, and the laughter from the previous night had faded. "Something is coming," Lyra said, her voice tense. "We've received news that a massive asteroid is heading toward Earth. It will arrive in just a few days." Zalora's heart raced. "An asteroid? How big is it?" "Large enough to cause great destruction," Jackson replied. "We must act quickly if we want to save our home." Grithor frowned, thinking hard. "We need a plan. Can your technology help us? We have advanced tools on our ship, but we need to combine our efforts." Lyra nodded, determination shining in her eyes. "Yes, we can work together. We know the landscape well, and your technology can help us track the asteroid. We can build a defense system, but we must move fast." The group quickly set to work. They traveled to the alien ship, parked just beyond the clearing, and began to brainstorm ideas. The humans were fascinated by the ship's advanced technology. They gathered around, asking questions and learning how it worked. "Your sensors are incredible!" Maria exclaimed. "We can use them to predict the asteroid's path." The aliens showed the humans how to operate the ship's systems. They explained how to analyze data and create simulations to determine the best way to divert the asteroid. As they worked together, the tension in the air began to transform into excitement. Within hours, they had a plan. They would use the ship's energy to create a controlled explosion near the asteroid, changing its course just enough to miss Earth. But they needed to work fast, and every second counted. The humans nodded, and soon the teams were off. Grithor and a group of strong humans went to gather rocks and metal to create a barrier around the launch site. Meanwhile, Zalora and Lyra worked in the ship, setting up the controls and ensuring everything was ready. As the hours passed, the urgency grew. Everyone worked tirelessly, pushing through fatigue. The sun began to set, painting the sky with brilliant colors. "Just a few more hours," Lyra said, her hands moving swiftly as she operated the ship's controls. "We can do this!" Finally, after a long day of hard work, the teams gathered back at the launch site. They stood together, looking up at the stars, knowing that soon they would face the asteroid. "Remember, this is about more than just saving our homes," Zalora said, her voice steady. "We are proving that cooperation can overcome any challenge." The humans cheered, their spirits lifted by the unity they had found. They all shared stories and encouragement, their fears fading as they realized they were not alone. As night fell, the ship's sensors beeped. "The asteroid is approaching," Grithor announced, his voice serious. "We must prepare to launch now." The team rushed to their positions, adrenaline pumping through their veins. Lyra sat at the control panel, focusing on the readings. "Ready. 3, 2, 1, launch!" A brilliant light erupted as the energy from the ship shot toward the asteroid. The force of the blast sent vibrations through the ground, and everyone held their breath watching the screen. As the dust cleared, they saw the asteroid's path change slightly, veering away from Earth. Cheers erupted from both humans and aliens, their voices echoing into the night sky. They had done it. Lyra turned to Zalora and Grithor, her eyes shining. "We worked together! We saved our home!" Zalora felt a wave of pride and gratitude wash over her. "This is only the beginning. We have shown that together we can overcome anything." As the stars twinkled above them, the group celebrated their victory. They had faced a great challenge and emerged stronger, united by their shared experience. In that moment, they knew their bond would last far beyond the asteroid they had just averted. The astonishing truth behind human survival was not just about enduring, it was about the power of connection, hope, and teamwork. The morning sun broke through the trees, illuminating the clearing where humans and aliens had gathered. There was a sense of joy and relief in the air after their successful mission to divert the asteroid. Laughter echoed as families celebrated together, their hearts light with hope for the future. Zalora and Grithor stood with Lyra by the river, taking in the beautiful scene. "We did it," Zalora said, her voice filled with emotion. "We worked together and saved your planet." Lyra smiled, her eyes sparkling. "Yes, and it was a true team effort. Everyone played a part, and that made all the difference." As they spoke, other humans approached, bringing food and drinks to celebrate. Maria held a basket filled with fresh fruits and bread. "We wanted to thank you for everything," she said, handing them each a piece. "This is our way of showing gratitude." The aliens accepted the food with smiles, tasting the delicious flavors of Earth. As they enjoyed the meal, humans and aliens shared stories of their lives. They laughed about their differences and celebrated their similarities. After the meal, Jackson stood up, clearing his throat to get everyone's attention. "Today is not just about what we achieved yesterday," he said, his voice strong. "It's about what we can do together in the future." Zalora nodded, feeling inspired by his words. "You are right. We have shown that when we unite, we can face any challenge. This experience has taught us so much about hope and resilience." Grithor added, "We have much to learn from each other. Your strength lies in your community, and we can help you with our technology. Together, we can build a brighter future." The humans cheered, their spirits high. They began discussing plans for future collaborations, ideas flowing freely. The aliens shared their advanced technology and knowledge of the universe, while the humans offered their understanding of Earth's ecosystems and cultures. As they talked, the sun began to set, casting a warm golden glow over the gathering. Lyra stood up again, a serious look on her face. "We have faced many challenges, and there may be more ahead. But if we stand together, we can overcome anything." A hush fell over the crowd, the weight of her words sinking in. The aliens and humans exchanged glances, realizing that the bond they had formed was strong enough to withstand any storm. Suddenly, a young girl holding a small flower in her hand stepped forward. "Can we make a promise?" she asked, her innocent eyes wide. "A promise to always help each other and be friends?" Everyone smiled at her bravery. Jackson knelt down beside her. "Yes, we can make that promise," he said. "Let's all promise to support one another." One by one, everyone agreed. "We promise!" they said, their voices rising in unison. The aliens felt a surge of emotion at this moment. They had come to Earth seeking answers but found friendship and unity. Zalora knelt beside the girl, her heart warm. "You are wise beyond your years. We will keep this promise close to our hearts." As night fell, the stars twinkled brightly above them. The group lit candles and placed them around the clearing, creating a beautiful sight. Each flickering flame symbolized hope and unity, a reminder of the bond they had formed. Grithor looked around, feeling grateful. This is a new beginning for all of us. We will explore the universe together, and we will always have each other's backs. Lyra took a deep breath, filled with determination. Let's celebrate our friendship tonight and look forward to the future. Together, we will create a world where everyone thrives. As they danced and sang under the stars, laughter filled the air. The aliens and humans felt a deep connection, knowing they had built something special. Their journey had shown them that survival was not just about enduring, it was about thriving together, united in hope and friendship. And as the night wore on, they knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would face them side by side, forging a path toward a brighter tomorrow. The astonishing truth behind human survival on Earth was not just about resilience, it was about the power of unity and the hope that could blossom when different worlds come together.